Close your eyes and think for a moment. How many times have you felt overwhelmed by the world? How many times have you heard dramatic news stories about anything and everything that is wrong about our world? How many times have you felt stressed because of exams or tests or things going on at work? How often do you feel overwhelmed, like there are so many things going on in your life all at once? Do you find it easy to focus? In a world full of distraction, influences, stresses, ambition, peer pressure, breaking news cycles, it's common to experience a diverse range of emotions. For me, as a secondary school student, I certainly experience these feelings on a regular basis, and it's easy for me to succumb to the instant gratification offered by several social media platforms at the touch of a finger, as I'm sure is the case for many of my generation. It's all too easy to be consumed in this world of likes, posts, videos, creating, commenting, when, in fact, all it really does is confine its viewers into believing in a false reality. It's like a rabbit hole. You fall in, stumble across a warren of paths, your eyes flick from one page to another, from post to post, your brain goes numb. And sometimes, negative emotions can take over. Sound familiar? In an environment so rife with distraction, it's more important than ever to be able to find and listen to that voice deep within you, that thing called your soul, and learn to nourish it. Nourish your soul, and happiness and fulfillment will soon follow. You'll find yourself not just surviving, but thriving. One way to do this is to find the thing that nurtures your soul. It's different for everyone. When you're doing this thing, time stops, and every muscle in your body vibrates with happiness. For me, this thing is dance. When I'm dancing, I feel truly alive, like there's an electric buzz pulsating through me, like it's just me and the music, and everything else stops. When I'm dancing, I forget about the fast-paced world we live in, and I'm just happy. But why is this important? To put it quite simply, it's important because the soul is at risk of extinction. Some of you may have heard the analogy that we are undergoing yet another iteration of the Industrial Revolution, called the digital age. Quantum mechanics, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Difficult questions are being asked, and rightly so. Will machines take over our jobs? In a world where everything can be done by technology, what does it mean to be human? Some call it their true north, or their moral compass, or their inner voice. But for me, the soul is the thing that makes human beings individual. The soul is the fire that burns deep within each one of us, the spark that makes each one of us different. But the soul is being suppressed. It's dying. Like any flame, the soul needs oxygen. It requires the investment of time and effort. It's easy to give in to the temptations of trends on TikTok or friends on Facebook or Instagram, or binge watching your latest favorite series on Netflix, instead of partaking in an activity that requires focus and attention. It's easy to succumb to the quick boost of happiness when your photo or post gets a like online, instead of putting your head down and mastering a new skill. Because it's harder. But that's precisely what the soul needs: hard work and grit. The soul has been the source of all creativity and arguably all invention and enterprise throughout the history of humanity. So, feeding the soul by partaking in the activity which nurtures our souls makes us feel alive. And this is key to keeping humanity authentic, to keeping us sane and grounded in this frantic world, and most of all, to keep the soul from dying. So, how can it be identified? Well, finding your thing is a very individual pursuit, but here are 3 characteristics that could lead you to it. Firstly, and one of the most important characteristics of the thing that nurtures your soul, is doing it for no other reason other than pure happiness. The feeling that when you're doing this activity, you feel bound to it, drawn to it. That doesn't mean it will be easy. Often when I dance, I feel so tired and worn out that my legs start to shake beneath me, and my arms feel like they're going to drop out of their sockets. The activity that nurtures your soul will likely not yield instant gratification. There'll be pain and effort and sacrifices involved, but it will be the feeling of pure happiness that will act as your motivation to persevere. The second characteristic of the activity that nurtures your soul is that the activity is likely to be one that can never be completely mastered. There will always be scope for improvement. Think music, dance, knitting, golf, cricket, hockey, or any other sport for that matter. You can always get better. And thirdly, when you reach a certain level of accomplishment in the activity that nurtures your soul, you'll lose track of time, and your execution of the activity will appear to be effortless. A while ago, a Hungarian psychologist named Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi suggested that when you do reach a certain level of accomplishment or expertise in an activity, you'll lose track of time, and your body, soul, and the universe will be in perfect harmony as part of a state known as flow. But please don't think you have to be a professional at the activity or perfect at it. The important thing for it to nurture your soul is the happiness, the enjoyment, and the motivation to put in the hard work. And while I said that the first characteristic was doing it for no other reason other than pure happiness, wouldn't it be great if the thing that nurtured our souls, our passion, was aligned with our job, the thing we do to earn a living? Find a job you love and that nurtures your soul, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. So now you know. All you have to do to achieve happiness and fulfillment within yourself and save our souls from extinction is to find the thing that makes you happy. Thank you.